So today I have a very fun video. I want to share with you some of these new dot cards I've been talking about. This is the one I got last year. It's their Christmas series dot card. It's by Iulie Watercolors. I will put their Etsy shop down below here for you. And by the way, Daniel Smith, this is how dot cards are done. Look at those nice beefy dots. Anyway, this is a very beautiful little dot set. Here's what some of them look like. They're very shiny, glittery, just beautiful. Now this year they had a little Black Friday sale, and I went ahead and picked up their CS Fairy dot card. Ooh, the camera is not picking this up. So these are, it's hard. I think that we've got some I'm not sure, multi-dimensional. There's a couple of different flashes of color in here. I don't know if these are chrome. These are more their multi-chrome. I don't know what they call them. The fairy watercolors. Beautiful. You can't tell it, but there are different colors going on in here. Shiny Fairy Dust, Volume 2. And I'll describe these when I'm swatching them for you. Oh, these are just beautiful. I don't even know what to say about these. Pearl Color Shift dot cards. I have some eyeshadows that look like this. Let me see if I can get any of these shifts on here. Maybe. There, maybe. Anyway, just very beautiful. And then I got a full pan of 71. Because I just thought this was very pretty. It looks like a greenish yellow, maybe some pink in there. Really pretty. And I hope I can get some of these to show up on camera after they swatch them, because I can tell they're just not showing up very well on here. Anyway, this company has the most beautiful eye-catching Instagram posts, and it just gets you. It takes you right in. But I got all these on a discount on Black Friday. But I mean, look how beautiful these are. They're worth it. All right, let's get to swatching some of these beautiful watercolors. I can barely function. That's how pretty these are. Let me show you. By the way, these all color shift, it seems like. So it's not just the darker ones. Now that these are on paper, maybe I can get them to show a little bit for you. And this just doesn't do it justice at all. I mean, this is so beautiful in real life. I know you're like, I can barely see it. No, in real life, this is blang blang. I actually think my favorite of the ones on the white swatches are the shiny fairy dust colors. And then on the black paper, just look at them. Okay, so let's talk about some things so you can maybe pick out some on your own, depending on what you want. So I'm going to start with what I got last year. These seem to just be shiny and metallic, and they have a little more of a base to them. They don't have a color per se, there's a lot more sparkles. These sparkles are finer to make a more solid color, but these do not shift. They are just shiny, beautiful colors. That's what you're into. These are beautiful. I've used them since last year. I don't use them a lot. When I do, I just make little accents and stuff, but very beautiful. Let's talk about this first row. These are the Pearl Color Shift. Definitely beautiful. They show up the same on the white as they do the black, in my opinion. I think maybe the colors are a little more shifty on the black. You can see them pretty well on the white also. Now, the second row here. It was the, I think this stands for Color Shift Fairy Dot card. Just beautiful. You can really tell. I mean, these are the same swatches from top to bottom. Look at that. Look how they show up on that black. But I want to tell you, they're beautiful on white too. Now this one is the one I got in the full size here. And I swatched it twice. So it's swatched here and it's swatched here. Very beautiful. Now for the one, oh, and I also got a little, where'd it go? I got a little sample, and this is one of those old school, like a reddish to blue color shift looking thing. It's not quite as sparkly, so I think this is just a metallic maybe. That's swatched here, as you can see in the white. It's got like a reddish brown base. And when it's on the black, it looks a little more blue. Now for my favorites, which would be the shiny fairy dust colors. And man, these are just, and I'm not really sure what the difference is. They just have a little more of the shinier glitter. These are a little more subdued. They're both beautiful, but they seem to have the same kind of feeling going on. I mean, really, I can't say something is better than the other. I have to say I do have a favorite of this whole grouping. And it is whatever this is. And I believe this is Shiny Fairy Dust number 3. And it looks a lot like the 71. Okay, so this one and this one look a lot alike. But this is that right there. And I think that's my favorite. Only because on the white, it seems to have a little bit more of opacity to it. So you can see it a little more. And really, that's the only reason between these of why that might be my favorite. Now, I already have a full size of this, and it is so close that I'm not going to bother with ordering a full size one of this. Just don't need it. But, wow, guys. Now, I don't know if you need full-size pans. Like, I will never go through this. I just don't. I'm not a card maker. I'm going to make little minis. I'm definitely going to use some of these more translucent sparkly colors to accent my snow and just make some interest in these cute little scenes. So I'm going to get a lot of use out of that. Some of these I'm just going to swatch and look at. I mean, these are just so beautiful. I don't know what else to do but just stare at them. But a lot of these more translucent, just shiny colors, I can see really sneaking them into watercolors to get that little fluff and sparkle that you weren't expecting. These are all just beautiful. I don't know what to say. And I'm sure there are many other indie companies that make similar watercolors. I'm going to say buy indie when it comes to these. Don't go mainstream. I'm sure the indie brands pull these off a lot better than the big companies. And hey, help out a mom and pop shop. I'm going to have their Etsy down below. I suggest checking them out. The dot cards are probably enough to give you a real good idea if you need a bigger pan of it or not, or just keep buying the dot cards. I think they're fun. They stack up nicely. That's probably what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try everything in a dot card. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you like this kind of thing so you can see if it's something for you or not. I certainly love doing that to help you guys out. Thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!